bracelets. Bugger. Can't get this one off.
Desi, you're not being helpful.
There we go.
Look at the bracelets. Oh, flea stuff spread on my cheek at this point. You didn't have to share. Kevin Rhodes, Michelle Crocker, David Solomons, and Kennedy McPhail watching already. Got it. Good morning, ladies. From
morning.
Michelle and
Well,
hi
just
from
trying to get the phone to the right thing so I can see them as well.
And
Okay, here we go.
it says the video has ended.
Really?
I know. I don't know what's up.
According to here, it's still right.
Okay, well, let me get back over here. Okay, now it says it's live again. I don't know.
Okay. Put my phone right here so I can actually see the comments.
Desi, how's your water level doing? And should I see what partial bags we have down here? It says it's live again. Okay. Oh, loudness from your phone.
Well, because it's right here so I can actually see the comments. I'm going to turn the media volume over here off.
Yeah.
Plop. Yeah, I'm sure that
Helpful
sounds
cat
good.
is helpful. Meow.
Hi, G.
We have some pre-cut blocks of black ply again.
Okay.
20.
Let me change what color water.
Yes.
Okay. Is that in the way? That isn't in the way. So this is going to go over here.
16.
Well, you gave his watching. Good morning.
29.
Here. Yeah, we're with it this morning.
Yeah.
Let's start with some of the black clay first.
Because partial bag.
Partial bag.
And pre-cut pieces. There we go.
And stick down here. There we go.
Desi, you could jump down.
Because it helps to talk to the clay.
Desi, you could jump
Working
down.
on some 12th night stuff. Well, right now we'll be working on stuff for Great Western.
Yeah.
And next weekend we will be at the Kelso Highland Festival. We'll see what that's like. But it's really close, so it should be fun. I hope. Yeah, we have the clean kitty because we were gone all weekend. How horrible. She only had one person to monopolize. Okay.
And we make one of those larger pieces set for a handless mug that'll fulfill part of an order. Desi, you could hop down anytime now, or at least crawl around back to the arms. I don't want to be hunchback anymore. Get down. Nor do I want to inhale a tail. You know precisely where to stand where I can get to you readily.
The look on her face was priceless.
She's sitting on the back of my head.
Clark is watching. Kitty has a lot to say this morning. Yes, she does.
Now she's laying down.
Yes, she's laying down. Very possessively.
Well, I guess I'm not lifting my head. Let's see, what else is on this bottom shelf? Since I can't actually look up at all.
She has her butt on your head.
Yes. Oh, God. Debbie, this is really uncomfortable.
You might have to just...
I've been trying to remove her.
Joe Transit is watching. Good morning.
Here, if I arch my back like this, go on, get down. There we go.
Oh, thank you. She loves to watch us make.
There. Okay, there we go. Now you're in the lab. I know. You wanted me to stay at my computer. You're mightily abused. What a terrible person I am for the kitty. Oh. Yeah, but I need to get to this bag of clay. We have another bag of black down here for Melissa.
Joe's watching. Good morning.
Oh, yes, you're being a real nuisance. Aren't you?
Alright, don't fall off the stool. That would be bad.
Yeah, no comedy slapstick needed on the stream, thank you.
Oh, I don't think
You disappear from jump to boom, boom.
the stool started to tip.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not.
Okay,
Oh dear.
there's another bag of black over here. It feels like one that we were trying to get to. Firm up. Look at the shape of that bag.
Yeah. Got some little Viking minis with these pieces here.
Yeah.
This is so. This is so cool. Here.
What's that? That's a bag of really soft red. Okay, got it. And oh my goodness, that's a bag of really gushy red. I know! What? Yes. I've been told that one of
She
the
at least is not depressed or traumatized anymore.
No, just really, really needy. Oh, yep, here comes the shoulder climb again. Ow. Ow! Collarbone!
Michael is watching. Good morning.
Why, kitty?
Gonna be doing a few little Viking minis. Blech, I can talk really, I can.
Yeah, despite us having, rested most of the...
Well, we're also subjected to all the allergens that are in the Bay Area this
Yeah,
last weekend.
California Bay Area, that is.
Yes. It reminds us every year why we don't want to move down there ever again.
Yeah, and...
Or a lot of it has to do with allergy.
And despite the fact that, we didn't hit much traffic at all on the way home. That drive was brutal.
Oh, dear. Worse.
Here, give this bag a poke. See if this one's viable out of... No, didn't think so.
Too soft.
Okay. And you, brat cat, will need to get off and let me go get some more clay.
The rest of the plate is down in the garage.
Now she's laying down again. Desi, and she's got her tail wrapped around my shoulder. It's gripping.
It's tapping. Yes.
Des, my sweetie, you need to get down so I can go get more clay. Okay, come on. Get down. You don't wanna, I know. Tressa knows if she settles down in the middle of my upper back, I can't reach her. Oh, okay.
Good girl.
Hold off. I'll be right back with some clay. You stay.
Yeah. There we go. Another bag. Kimberly McCrae is watching. Good morning. pounded into submission, stuck to the battery well, and now percent. And then up go the sides. Philip Atkinson is watching. Good morning.
And this thing has. Oh, got a block of text over there.
Oh yeah. Understand that about cats, milady. And sweet kitty has her moments. Question. If you don't have a kiln that can these projects be baked in?
Oh no.
No.
A
Clay
kiln,
has to
it's got to go through a minimum of
1450, 50, something like that. I could have said that until you because it has to go through quartz inversion, which means it's going from mud to stone. And your oven only goes up to 500 degrees, which is 1/3 of what it needs to become
bare minimum.
Bare minimum of being bisque fired. And for the glaze firing, it goes up over 2,000 degrees. So, yes, you need a kiln. It needs to have a 220 circuit.
Yep.
And that's really going to wreak havoc on your power bill. And if you live in California, PG&E will send you hate mail every month. Just saying.
Yep. Philip says cool
Chris
stuff.
Hampton.
Catherine says it's so mesmerizing. Yet spinning things are just mesmerizing.
So, bottom line is, yes, you need to have a kiln. Otherwise, it won't even be bisque fired. It won't even go through quartz inversion.
No.
Which means it would still be mud.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chemistry involved with pottery.
Yeah, 500 degrees. If you got the vessel wet again, it would just turn right back into usable clay. You know, if you got your front paws up onto the other shoulder, just wrap yourself around my neck, I'd be able to actually do more. You would actually grab the paws.
Good morning, Durin.
Nope, she's snuggling the hand. I don't get the paws. So we need 14 to 16 ounce mug, which I don't think that piece.
What sort of clay do you use? We use 5 different varieties of clay. We use the black clay. Actually, it turns black when it's fired. Right now, it looks kind of a chocolate brown.
Yeah.
We use a stoneware, which is more the tan color when it's fired if you don't paint it white. Then we have a smooth white stoneware, and we have a porcelain.
And then we have the Grecian red color.
And the Grecian red. I knew I was leaving out one.
And all the clays and glazes we use are formulated for Cone 5. Because you have 3 basic classifications. Temperature ranges for clays. You have the Cone 5, which matures at about 2100 degrees.
2165.
2165, yes. Then there's the low fire, which
18 something.
1870.
It's what comes to
Something?
mind.
Yeah. Oh, get your nose out of my ear. And then there's the high fire, which is
Cone 10 and
Yeah.
above. it's really hot. You don't want to do that in an electric kiln because it's bad for your kiln.
So Paul, that's more like the 2,300 degrees. and
Yeah.
up.
Don't generally do that, so I don't have those numbers memorized.
No. Well,
Mostly you see that with gas kilns.
yeah, because it's very, very hard on electric elements.
Good morning, Bob and Karen.
No. Do you really have to sit on my upper back like that? Or my neck? 'Cause- Okay, yep. Exhibiting your tree cat. Look at his tail.
Yes, you are the tree.
I am the tree. She is the cat. That tail is wrapped very firmly around my neck.
Yeah.
Now, if you could just, balance it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yay! You're in the lap.
And once I get it
Far
centered,
more relaxing. I
open it
assure
down
you.
the center.
Yes, this is easier on both of us, isn't it? Yes, I hug you. I hug you. It's all okay. We're not getting away. No. And it was terrible. We went out and did errands yesterday.
After being gone for 4 whole days. Maybe closer to 5.
Yeah, it was closer to 5 because of the travel time. Yes, you can't get any closer to me.
Bridget.
Now that she's on my lap, I realized to fetch the binder so I can see what black orders we need. I have to disturb her. Maybe if I just hold her
Oh,
close
dear.
like this. There. Pretend the cat is a built pouch.
The reason why she's so clean is we used to have 2 cats that have more. The older one died about
About a month ago?
a month and a half ago. About a month ago.
Yeah.
And well, she's the younger one at 16.
So they've been together for like 15 years. So somebody has turned into a complete limpet.
Yeah.
Okay. If you just make that one smooth-sided for getting a handle, that one's a good shape to fulfill an order.
Just like this, huh?
Assuming you're done actually throwing walls and stuff. There you go. Now you can pin my arm down with your head because you're very cute.
And I'll smooth out the walls. I have these nice silicone ribs here. They work great.
The difference between ribs used now and ribs used
Even
in
just
medieval-
50 years
even
ago,
just 50 years ago.
they were either wood or stone or bone or horn. And now you have the nice silicone ones, which are
And you still find the ones that are wood and horn and metal.
yeah. They wouldn't use metal back then because metal would be too important to use in other places.
Yeah. They use these vicious hook-shaped tools for trimming that were made out of metal.
They just the metal ends. And
Yeah. Because clay wears down the stuff really.
thank you, neighbor, for doing your leaf blowing right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I suppose I could close the windows. Might cut down the sound a little bit.
It looks relaxing. It can be very relaxing to do. especially if the muscles are used to doing this. I
Yeah.
went a whole week without throwing, and I think that was part of the reason for my sore muscles. And also, it draws the toxins out of the skin.
Which is your favorite clay to use?
Oh, it depends on what I'm throwing. The most consistent one would have to be the stoneware.
Yeah, that one has the least amount of variance to it.
Yeah. The one that can make the most fun shapes with is the Grecian red. But that's not relaxing all the time.
No. There's times
A,
when
it's
that
the
one bites.
grittiest one, and B, that's what I make the aura out of.
It's grittier than the stoneware?
Yes. It has bigger
Wow.
grit.
So is it what, more like 50 or 40 grit?
Don't know.
But it's coarser.
It's coarser. Well, it's also strong if I'm making things like amphora out of it. But it also doesn't work like the stoneware does. Because we can make the big platters out of that. We can't make the big platters out of the stoneware. Because each kind of clay will kind of be good at making different kinds of shapes and sizes. This black clay isn't good at doing large pieces. There's a high failure rate. But yet I like this for other pieces because it just has a really cool qualities to it. It's good at thermal, has really good thermal properties. It's a smooth clay. Opposed to a lot of the other ones. The ones that are grittier are better for larger things. You get the smoother clays, and they're really good at different shapes. The white stoneware that we use is what we make the cookie stamps out of, and some of the Isnik shapes, the ones with the flat handles.
And very, very cylindrical.
Yeah, but that doesn't have as much vertical strength.
It doesn't like to make the big round shapes.
Yeah, then
It'll
you have
collapse.
it's what most of the platters are made out of. So I suppose it depends on what shape am I going to be doing today.
Because one of the things you like is actually variety.
Yeah.
If you were to use one clay all the time, you'd get bored.
Oh yeah. It's like I told years ago. Well, you'll have to choose which clay you like and just specialize in that one clay. And my response to that was no. Because variety is nice. Could be an ADHD thing.
Could be.
If I did the same thing day in, day out, I would get so bored. Or I go throwing every other day, but I don't do the same thing every day.
You don't throw 4 batches of mugs all in a row. Okay, now where's my water? Oh good, I put it back up on the hook where it should be. Okay, we do have a black plate that we need to throw. Since it is overcast today, do you think it would be a good day to throw that?
For which one?
A black plate.
Yeah, because it's going to be warm tomorrow.
Yeah.
We just take it into the garage.
Yeah. And plus,
Tonight.
I will put it on the shelf with the mug that's going to get covered.
Yeah.
Because yes, probably the shape that has the highest degree of failure rate during the drying. So the very, very first step is plates. Particularly if there's sudden swings in weather or sudden temperature or humidity changes.
Yeah. Fun. Yes. Oh, don't drop it.
I was expecting the edge of the bat and I acquired the underside of the bat. And I'm like, this is not the right grip. more water in my spray bottle.
Mm.
Okay, so that's 40 ounces. That should be good for a plate.
That'd be a good plate. Swish it onto the
That plate, that one's got a crack in it.
Yes, which didn't show up until I started pounding.
Pounding.
But only on the one side.
Okay.
Damn it! Part of it is that one's worked.
Ah. Now most shapes the crack wouldn't matter as much.
Crack.
Since this one's a plate.
Found one. I think we need to get some bats.
Yeah, I think so. There's still a whole bunch more downstairs that I can bring up.
Might be some of the newer ones down there.
Yeah.
Well, the bats are made out of masonite.
There's,
So over time being a year or two.
you know, Kim and Kim.
Kim?
A week or so ago, we cleaned the studio. But another thing we still have to do is go through the bats. There's some that are in not great at all shape. Yes, sad shape.
When used from being garbage.
What?
When used from being going into the garbage.
Yeah. Because there's not much that can be done with broken down masonite bats by the time they're done being bats.
I don't think you'd even want to use them in the fireplace.
No. With all the random bits of
Also, what is it that they use to compress it?
Yeah,
Chemicals.
yeah, what chemicals are in the masonite?
And put some in the broad pancake here. Because everything's based off a cylinder. But this is just a wide loaf.
Oh yeah, we have a in terms of saying that we have one on that we need to make.
Now I have to rehydrate my sponge.
Oh.
So my sponges are these high-tech things that are kind of flat, but they last longer.
Yeah.
And you can get them in different
Smoothness?
grittiness.
Grittiness. Textures.
Yes.
The alert says something, but it's behind our name.
It says blessed. Oh, good morning, Lee.
Oh, can't reach the mouse. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Now the message that was my way is gone away by itself.
Oh, there was a message at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, it was a Norton message blocking a bit of text. I'm like,
oh,
it was
Norton just doing its Norton thing.
Norton is doing background checks.
It does that. It's better than getting viruses on your machine. That would be bad. And it's almost all rehydrated now.
Can't use the S word.
Stuff is an S word. I think she was talking about a different S word.
Okay.
What was the size of the plate? 8 to 10?
No. 7 to 8-ish.
8-ish. Said I'm there.
Yeah, I was like, my, should I cut you off a smaller piece of clay?
No, because we want to have the...
Yeah, there's a real fine margin for the thickness on the bottom of the plates.
Especially with this ornery clay.
Yes.
Whereas it's a really ornery clay, it gets really cool results. 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
With plates, maybe 8 times out of 10. But
yeah. Play with your ears.
And then what I can do helps compress the bottom, which strengthens the plate.
Facebook
Nice.
doesn't
It's
like
gonna
that
look
one.
cool. It's
A
when
word that they label their button. Nice. That's gonna look cool when it's finished. Dave said, no.
Okay.
And you go on the shelf.
Yeah.
There.
What's this next piece?
Okay, we need like a 30+ ounce mug that's going to have not my circus, not my monkeys on it.
Okay.
So the size it looks like a moderate-sized pitcher.
This clay has a high shrinkage rate, so I have to throw it so it looks absolutely,
Ginormous.
yeah. Especially when you have little hands.
And if that piece isn't big enough, I can cut you off a larger piece next. Because we never have enough large black mugs. Does he? Are you going to settle down? Silly. Whoa, kitty. Shook her head and nearly threw herself off the side.
Oh, you got your flea medicine this morning, so you're not happy. I know.
No, I spread the stinky stuff on the back of your neck, which is probably the reason why you're hanging out next to my face. To get even with me.
Share. I can only go so far down with the thumbs. My thumbs aren't very long.
Yeah.
Should only do the initial opening with the thumbs anyways.
It's something that you can get away with the additional muscle memory and the strength in your hands. Why you never played Thumb Wars with the Potter.
Youngest son never
I know.
learned.
He never learned. Me and Christopher, we both learned. It's like, yeah, playing Thumb Wars with Mom is not going to end well for your thumb. Not only will you not be able to move it, your finger feels crushed afterwards.
I got to the point where I didn't. Yeah, as a
Because
kid.
oh no.
I love you.
Oh, kitty.
I never crushed it at the point of pain, just to the point of immobility.
You just felt mushed afterwards. In part due to the, struggling of said finger.
Yeah. Actually, I can set that aside because I can go into the scrap bag.
Ah, yes.
Future dice.
Yep.
Would you say that pottery is
A good
starter area for someone wanting to be an artist? Depends on what you want to do.
It has a very different skill set from a lot of things. In pottery, it's very broad category all by itself. Whereas it's inexpensive to get the raw material, the clay.
The equipment
A
isn't
lot of
cheap.
the equipment is very expensive.
Cannot play video.
I don't know what it is with it today, because now I had that issue several times over here.
But I can't
You can't touch the screen.
see if I can.
Just touch off of the message there. Yeah, because it's still playing in the background. Oh no, you gotta touch the video itself again.
Okay. I don't know, it depends. Do you like 3D art better? Do you want to make things that are functional? Do you want to just do sculpture? Some people, they're really good at sculpture. Just
Are there What sort of skills do you learn with pottery that would carry over readily into other media?
Pretty much anything, though. Because proportion. Well, with pottery, you have to develop the muscle memory. It's if you wanted to do a throwing, it's a skill. You have to learn the skill. The muscles have to develop.
There isn't a whole lot of crossover if someone's working with clay as per a textile art form.
If you wanted to do sculpture, there's the proportion.
One thing's for certain, pottery will teach you patience.
Yes. It is not instant gratification.
No. And in the way that you, if you're just wanting to work on learning sculpture, you can readily build something out of clay. And if it doesn't turn out right, you don't like the way it looks, you can slake that clay back down, re-wedge it, and utilize it again.
Because until it is fired, it is the ultimate recyclable material.
Yeah.
It's dirt. Very specialized, formulated dirt.
Yep.
Which I suppose is really, I used to always play in the dirt as a kid.
The dirt in the Tri-Valley was very clay heavy at that.
Yes, I suppose there is, but it was just...
That was mud. That was very clay heavy mud, but mud nonetheless.
Yes.
Proto-adobe.
You can't be afraid of getting your hands dirty.
Looks like I'm going to need to do a larger piece of clay.
Because this one is not going to be that big.
No. But we are going to be needing plenty more black mugs.
You always want the edges to be rounded. You don't want to put your lip on something that has sharp edges. That's not friendly.
I suppose if you're doing it right, you learn a lot of attention to detail.
But that's with
any art form, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I would say just go with something that you find interesting.
Yeah.
Something that will hold your interest.
Because for some people, clay is just not their cup of tea.
And other people love it.
Yeah.
Ceramics is far from the only art form that I know how to do.
You've done leather work, jewelry making, both in the form of beading, lost wax casting, and the assembly method.
Yeah.
In other words, taking bits of wire and soldering and then that kind of thing.
That kind of forging kind of jewelry.
Yeah. You've done a variety of different textile things. But more texted?
Yeah.
And somebody else.
Hello, hello.
No. Okay, I need to get you a... This is too much. That is way too much.
And that pedal is still pissing me off.
Okay.
The foot pedal to the wheel.
This one should definitely be enough. It's about 55 ounces.
Okay.
I think that last one was 45, but he just did not throw it very big.
And years ago, I also used to do a lot of sewing, but I don't do that anymore because I don't have time.
Yeah. Because doing this for a living has taken up all the slots.
And until we moved, there was no space for things, let alone time.
Yeah.
Now we have space for one more art firm. Maybe we'll get to setting that up this winter.
Yep. Okay, so when you're done with that one,
Something I'd like to get better at is the bead making.
yeah,
Which is a lot of fun.
just another fire art.
It's another fire art.
One of the, so we need the hot pick torches and the goggles,
Yes.
because you don't want to burn out your retinas with
You don't
molten
want to
glass.
look at that kind of flame without any eye protection.
Oh, it's like
Otherwise,
watching-
you get light damage to your eyes. Most likely the stronger eye, oddly enough.
which is something that an optometrist has said you already had.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, what did you used to do when you were like in high school?
Yeah, did the soldering for did last week's casting. Got to do enameling, fused glass,
All things that were long since gone from schools by the time
stained
I went
glass
there.
windows.
Well, yeah, that was lead. Gee, wonder why that wasn't around.
I didn't want to cut my finger on the glass.
No, you cut it on the lead painting.
Yeah, that was fun. That'd be something to do with the panels beside the door.
Yeah.
That's the only place in the house that has single pane windows, but that's the original glass.
Yeah.
So I can see why those were never changed.
Yeah.
You put one just on the inside and then you cover that over with
A
single
sheet
pane
of-
glass.
Making sure that everything is absolutely clean.
Yeah, but you want to make sure that the lead isn't exposed.
Yep.
Because lead is bad.
That. Not.
Well, when that ever is going to happen, who knows? I'd have to buy all the supplies and stuff for it because I got rid of that years ago when you were
Yeah.
little. Because it wasn't
because
appropriate to
small
have
children
around.
and lead.
Yeah.
A little piece
That
of
would have
clay.
been like 30 years ago that I got rid of the stuff.
A little piece of clay shot off of the wire tool and really got me in the eye. That looks more the right size. Block of text. Would outside weather have any effect on the project? A huge effect.
Oh, yeah.
As we discussed earlier, I was asking her, since we have overcast weather today, whether today would be a good time to throw a plate.
Especially out of the ornery clay.
Especially out of the ornery clay. If it's too wet outside, your pieces will not dry. They will just sit there wet. If it's too dry, pieces are very likely to crack. You have very, very short work time. I'm glad I could provide you a comfortable spa point there, Desi.
Well, there's no sunshine to sit inside.
True.
It's wonderful overcast this morning.
Okay,
It's
that's
probably more like river fog. It's probably
Yeah.
gonna just
because there are 3 rivers up against our city, which helps mitigate humidity, which is a good thing for pottery.
as in we have some.
Yeah.
That's why we wouldn't want to live too far inland
No.
because it gets dry. Eastern Washington is hot and dry, pretty much like Eastern California or Eastern Oregon.
If you're in an environment that has extreme humidity, whether it be too wet or too dry, if you're
Yeah.
going to get into doing pottery, you'd want to invest in either a humidifier or a dehumidifier.
Either that or just be very patient with the humid climate. Because
And-
we lived
or-
on the coast.
Yeah, which is the issue we had. Our usual humidity was around like 60%.
And there's no rushing.
And we need
You work to its
we need a 10 ounce.
damn you. Stupid pedal.
Warped bat.
Worked bad. Either that or
Very warped. Dirty.
it can't be worked on both sides.
shake thickly like a Pringle, it wouldn't sit flat in either direction.
No, it's usually at that point
Goop
the
on the
wheel
wheelhead,
head.
and specifically around the back pins. Ah, joyous noise. This is a necessary thing.
Wonderful sound, I'm sure.
Do
Especially
you need the water bucket to give it a rinse? There you go.
containers. It was never meant to hold anything fluid.
No, that is an old spice jug. I think it's an original jug. Yes, Italian seasoning.
Those will last for years, too, those jugs.
Yeah, that one is like possibly close to 10 years old then.
No, we had to get rid of that one
Oh.
because it started leaking.
Oh yeah, the seam split. I forgot about that. So we need a 10 to 12 ounce mug and a 12 to 16 ounce mug. Both of these will get the ring, more of these smaller ring style candles like mine. We'll bring out my mug and replicate a candle again.
But not today because this has to firm up before I do the handles.
But probably the humidity level that's more dangerous for your project's failing is very low humidity. I mean, you have to be really assiduous to spray down and wrap up if it's going to be a project that takes more than a day.
Also, even if you finish it in one day, because you don't want it drying too quickly, otherwise it cracks.
You have to be so careful keeping things wrapped up. That's when you want to consider a humidifier or making a wet box.
Yeah.
Which you see in some areas. Basically, it's a cabinet that has some decent amount of basically seals on the doors. And it has a humidifier of some kind in the cabinet. And that's what you can use to maintain the moisture level in the project.
What a lot of people use is a dead refrigerator.
Yeah, because it's got good seals.
Yeah.
You just also want to make sure at that point that you don't
Good morning, Matt.
mold. Oh no. Need to wave
Speaking
on
of damp environments, he lives on the coast. Or it's never dry.
Nope. Or if it does get dry, it's really, really freaky. Because if you get the flow of air coming from inland, which always just feels used.
Kelly Fraser's watching.
No. Because when we're done throwing for today, I will actually be throwing plastic over the shelf. This one here that has the mugs on it. And the plate. The plate's not getting a handle, it's up there because it needs to dry slowly. And yes, it's something that I consider when we're putting things on the shelves after they're thrown, is separating out the items that will not get handles from the things that either need slower drying for a number of reasons, or will get handles, therefore you don't want to get too dry. And I'm going to have to go through the handles that we have because I bet you I'm going to need to pull some today. So that way they'll be the right consistency tomorrow to attach. Which means that somebody will have to get off my lap. Yeah, big sigh, kitty. Yeah, that looks like a 12 to 16. Now I'm going to see if that was the larger or smaller piece of clay. Okay, I think that's the larger one. And that one gets set aside because he has specialized handles. This one has more components. It's got a beaker.
What design is this one going to have on it?
What?
What design?
Because
That could matter at this point.
Griffin. It's going to have basically inlaid pattern. White glaze with a shiny blue griffin on.
Okay. In which case I want it to have a
And
smoother
a
texture.
saying. It's also going to have Latin text.
Definitely want it to be smoother. There we go. And this is how I get calluses between my fingers.
Yes, can tell that the carrier agent in that fleece stuff.
That's a propyl alcohol.
Yes.
I could tell that when you're putting that on her.
Yep. And the fumes are constantly wafting up into my face. Yeah.
Itch.
Floyd Gardner opened joint. Hello.
Morning.
Floyd. There. Actually, wave on this side. Keep forgetting that this is out of shot over
Wave.
here. This is in shot.
Next bat.
Okay,
No,
so
no,
that
we're
one
not
should
doing the batty guy.
The hazards of listening to the Sesame Street Platinum discs one too many times, or am I
Just
saying
one?
50 too many times. Younger sibling. It is one of the best ways to keep them quiet on longer car rides, singing along to the Sesame Street soundtrack. As a result, I can
need to wet it.
still sing.
Because my water is kind of viscous at this point.
Is it horrible to say that I was thinking the other day that that might be something to put that collection of music back on the phone to listen to in the car? Because it's bouncy and encourages you to sing along and not fall asleep.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm sure there are times that I have fallen asleep
Yes.
singing that
Yeah.
music.
This last time, yes, there were several times when you fell asleep.
I know, I was trying desperately to stay
Why am I
awake in
simply
the
so
car.
sleepy? And look over. Because there's a sleeping body next to me.
Hi, Desi.
Well, I-5 is in California. It's not the most enthralling road in the world.
So boring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be why I can't see that side of the stone. Nope, what am I thinking? I know I can't reach the mouse from here.
You just have to scoot the chair. Or
So how can I? There, go.
there it goes.
But
Charles is watching.
Got it.
Good morning.
Oh yeah. Now I can see the other side of that window. Yes, Kitty, I know I moved. Terrible. You can hide your face under my arm. I don't see how people can stand bangs. It's just the tail ends of my hair in my face. And I think I'm gonna have to cut off a smaller piece. I don't think that that one's a 10 to 12 ounce. Or it might be.
It might be. It's not that big, and remember, it's going to shrink quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should be at the 10 to 12.
Okay, cool. Good, good. Gotcha.
To you.
Because that needs to go over here. Okay. Next up, we have a 9 to 11 ounce beaker. And there we have the tracings of the top and bottom because it's to roughly match a piece because they wanted a second one.
Okay.
So here is one of the times where the shrink rule is important.
My shrink rule is buried here somewhere. It's under my phone.
Oh, I'm gonna need to get you the regular ruler.
Yeah.
Okay, Des, I'm gonna have to scoop you up. Oh, snuggle, snuggle. Open up that drawer. There we go. There. Because here we're using a
Stop that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure the
so
inches. It's 4.5 inches tall, finished.
yeah, the finished height.
And
To get
12% shrinkage.
so you just need to look at the 4.5 on there, right?
Yeah.
So four.
Yeah. 4.5 will come out 5. But I don't need that part really. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to-
separate.
Yeah. And that's the foot size.
2.5.
And the
About
top.
3.5.
Okay, so 2.5, 3.5, and 4.5.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
I don't want that being covered in clay.
No. I can hang it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I could probably put it on the hook back here. Nope, nope, not there. Well then. It can go back further. So probably like, I'm sorry, I forgot that I did not yet cut a piece of clay for this one. Probably the 19-ish ounces?
20-ish.
20-ish?
Err on the side of a little bit more.
Because you can always cut down.
Yeah.
That's
There's-
27.
There's always the variation. That looks like the right amount of clay though.
There.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna move. But
Well, you
yes.
can always do another piece.
And this is, no, this isn't out of the black clay. It's a black,
Yes, it's
Oh,
black
it's-
and emerald.
okay, black and emerald. Okay, this is just a different one. It's a different order than I was thinking. Never mind.
Okay.
Similar name to somebody else.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Never mind. Tra-la-la.
Oh, it let go.
Stay good. Damn you.
I have Charles and Lady Eddie watching.
Good
Hello.
morning, guys.
Aw, follow kitty. I love watching the initial pull. Okay, pretty. Did I dribble clay bits in here for My apologies. If you weren't sitting right there, you wouldn't get it. So after this one, 2 Viking mugs. This is more. By that, does it mean handle? It's in your handwriting.
Yeah, with the price point, yeah, that would be with the handle.
Okay, good.
I was at Sporty Kings. When we were at 2 separate events, Sarah.
I wasn't sure if that was Sport Kings or whether that was this last weekend. Because it's going to San Jose.
It could have been this weekend. In other words, equally as tired on it, one or the other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll watch them. Hello.
Morning. Doing a beaker right now.
Up and up. So how does the height that it is right now compare to height in me?
Well, I haven't got the shape yet, Sarah.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I to the point of actually measuring it.
Okay. Desi, you're so sweet when you put your head. Thank you for retracting your head so I can use the other arm.
Kind of a sound from the old record when it reaches the end of the track. Only if you're old enough to remember what records sounded like when they reached the end of the track.
I remember it. Younger brother never ever listened to a record. Or as they're called now, LPs.
Do you know what LP stands for?
No.
Long playing. LP.
Well, that's slightly more esoteric than CD.
Compact disc.
And what's funny is
You could get like 7, 8 tracks on one side of a record.
yeah. Well, if you think it was roughly equivalent to the later CDs where you'd have that 12 to 15 songs per disc was both sides of the record.
Yeah. Then you had the record players where you could stack up to 4 records. Automatically
So-
play. And then it would drop the next record and then it would start over.
So when it reached the end, it would actually restart with the first
No.
record?
Once
Okay.
it
Once it reached the end, it was done.
was done.
Okay.
When there wasn't another record to drop down onto to the
Was
top
there-
of the other records.
There wasn't any that would actually flip the records, though.
Oh no. It was a big thing if you could have 4 records without having to.
That'd be like, what, an hour's worth of music?
Yeah.
Okay, so
No. Sarah, just looking for my thing. Just look here.
yes.
Shut up. You stop that. Yep, it's fine. It's like a little more than 4.5.
Okay.
So now what I
And
can
that
do
was-
is I can just go like this.
It was 3.5 wide, I remember, at the top.
3.5, then 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the base
And it
looks
has
right.
the
It's got the right aspect ratio.
yeah. There. The
Yay!
no two aren't going to be completely identical.
No. There we go. So the next two pieces of clay are Viking mugs with wider openings.
So you could get your hand in and
Yeah, clean them, yeah. I understood what that was about. I'm always trying to figure out exactly how far behind the live feed is from reality. Here's the piece we're currently working on.
Yeah.
Yes, Kitty, you're very cute.
And that one's crapped out on me.
You want me to go poke the phone?
You could go poke the phone.
My hands are much cleaner.
Oh, yeah. And then. There we go.
There we go. Don't know why. Is anybody else having issues where the screen keeps cutting out but not actually cutting out?
It just says it can't play it anymore,
Yeah.
which is weird. I have no idea.
But at the same point, it's still playing in the background of the message.
Yeah.
We've had that happen on both the phone, which is over there so she can actually read things, and over here on the computer that the stream is coming from.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's doing on
YouTube
or Twitch.
I haven't had that issue on YouTube because I have that up over here.
Okay.
And yeah, Twitch seems to be just fine. Yep. YouTube's just fine. Alright. Checking all the things here. No, come on, I don't want to stop playing with the mute button. I just want to bring this up. There we go. Don't know.
Don't know. It's a mystery. No. And in the meantime, I made a tall cylinder. Because I was watching what you were doing.
Hands went on default. Oh, they can watch the transformation from tall cylinder to broadmouth mug. Poof! An example of how every shape is based off of a cylinder.
Yes. So if you were to be learning, the first thing you're going to learn to do is either make a cylinder or a bowl. The cylinder is actually a little more useful to master than just a bowl.
A bowl is a low-bodied cylinder.
But a lot of beginning classes will teach it differently, which is still silly. Just saying.
We'll have a little bit of stuff dry over here. Yeah, it does. I know.
Press the bottom so it's good strong. Yeah, that's a good.
Good width for getting
Yeah.
a hand in.
I can put my hand in.
With your fingers slightly spread.
Yeah.
Which means someone with an average sized hand will have no problems getting their hand in there.
Yeah. Okay.
And this will get Viking markings.
Just Viking markings.
And the next piece will be to match this one.
Yes, because it's a pair.
Yeah. I know, Desi, this is one of your favorite spots to hang out, isn't it?
There.
Ow.
You can go right here.
Okay, yeah, because you need to see that. That arm's getting tired, sweetie.
Look at her down. See? Now you're
Look, no hands.
Now she's going
Ow,
home.
ow, ow, collarbone. Button the ear again. And
Is it a button ear?
ow, 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 ow. I think I'll just lean forward a little bit. There we go. Yep. Totally comfortable.
Totally.
Sure. Up until I can turn my head. There we go. Serves me right for not getting the end twisted into the bun.
Yeah. It's very anime looking, sir.
Why, thank you. Stripe the hair right down the middle of the face.
Actually, it should be a little more off center.
There.
There you go.
Over one eye.
Yeah, it's got to have that over one eye look.
Are you comfortable, Becky? One of us should be. So how are your muscles doing?
I'm tired.
Do you want this to be the last piece?
This could be the last piece.
Okay.
Muscles are still tired from driving. We should feel just fine in time for Great Western.
Which will be an even longer drive.
I know.
Ow, ow, ow.
See, that much more I-5 in
Oh,
California.
boy, yeah.
Okay, that'll be fun.
Get on I-5, 30 minutes north Portland. Get off I-5, 5 minutes from Taft, which is
Taft
near...
is a four-letter word.
Yes, it is. Taft is near Bakersfield, relatively speaking.
When to visit Water Recreation Area.
Yes.
Irrigated desert mixed to a fake lake.
Yes.
It's a park.
I could do at some point see if I can find a dryish bag of the black clay and cut it with some of this wet. Since that, yeah, or I could just, continue leaving that one at the bottom of this shelf here.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll be dry up to usability.
Because if you do that, you're likely just to have dry bits and wet bits.
Inconsistencies.
Yeah. Not so fun for throwing.
Desi, you having fun showing off your favorite perch to the camera? Sigh. It's spa time again. I can feel her cleaning herself. Dead center is where that piece of hair wants to stay. Or it might decide that it wants to hang out over the stronger eye. Yeah.
Of course it will.
Maximum annoyance factor. Now, if it weren't for the fact that your muscles were tired from driving, I'd suggest doing platters tomorrow.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Because we need to do more platters too.
Yep. Got a couple of platter orders. That and we're low on them again?
Yep. Even bits get trimmed up.
Why do you like sitting on my neck?
Because
Well, suppose that, the back of my skull makes it a convenient place to brace her rump. Does you win? Can you get down now? I'll take the scrap clay and put it in its baggie.
it's probably a couple of days right there.
Yep. Scrap bag, where are you? There you are. So,
And
okay. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll be streaming again very likely soon. Bye.
bye-bye.